What's up, everybody, and happy Monday. We are back at the start of a new week. So you know what that means. We have a new goal focus, or a new focus for our goal focus for the month. We got a new topic to start to talk about this week, and I'm very excited for this week, and just honestly to continue going on with our spiritual detox and our spiritual cleanse. Hope everyone had a fabulous weekend, had a fabulous Father's Day, was able to spend it with loved ones. If you caught, instead of going live on Saturday, I instead went live on Sunday because my day on Saturday, honestly, I think I have trouble with overbooking myself sometimes, and I just had a lot going on Saturday. But I did go live yesterday, and we recapped the first 3 weeks of the month and of this goal focus of being of good spirit. So we talked about love, joy, and peace, and we really kind of just recapped them, and then talked about, why it's important to focus on those areas, and really just the importance of a spiritual detox or a spiritual cleanse, all in all. So with that being said, let's get right into today's video. As always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. Today we are uncovering a new portion, or a new fruit of the Spirit. So, of course, I'm going to do a small review. For the month of June and July, what we're going to be talking about, or our goal focus, is to be of good spirit. And really, when you think about being of good spirit, it means that you want to adopt the good things. So those things that are morally right, or those things that are righteous, you want to adopt those things into your own spirit so that you can lead a life of purpose, of intent, of fulfillment, and you could just be on the track that God has destined for you to be on. So in order for us to do that, we have to do a spiritual cleanse. We have to rid our spirits of all the bad things that we put in there, so all of the junk that we put in there, and bring on those new things, those new good spirits, or those new good qualities of a good spirit that we want to have. And what are those things? They're called the fruit of the Spirit, okay? Fruit of the Spirit, found in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. Really, again, I would suggest reading all of chapter 5 just so you get some context, but chapter 5:22 is where it lists the fruit of the Spirit specifically, and we just want to make sure that as we are ridding ourselves of bad things that we have put into our spirit, we are supplementing with the good portions, or the good fruit of the Spirit. So this week we're talking about patience, and this one is a great, so as we've been going through the month, I've really been focusing, like, for myself at least, because I'm going on this spiritual detox and this spiritual cleanse with you guys. So it was easy for me to do love. It was easy for me to do joy. It was easy for me to do peace, because previously I have already, I don't know if I specifically went through a spiritual detox in those areas, but I've already identified different aspects of myself that are hindering myself from experiencing love, or allowing others around me to experience the love that I have to give. Same thing with joy, and same thing with peace. I've really focused on those areas for myself, so that way, I'm always, operating in love. I always feel joyful. I'm always exuding joy, and I'm always dwelling in a peaceful state. Now, patience, I have to adjust my seat for that one. Patience is a little bit different, because I wouldn't say that I'm an impatient person, but I know that this is probably the first fruit of the Spirit so far, that I'm going to have to do some, extended work than just talk about these videos, pray about it, and go to bed at night. And that's because, again, I wouldn't say that I'm an impatient person, but I know for myself there are areas that I could be more patient in. Let's just put that out there. So, first off, today we're just gonna, again, just identify what patience is, set up a definition for that, and then the rest of the week we're going to just do some practical application. That way we can make sure that we are being patient individuals, and that we are, that our spirits are also patient. So not just our physical selves, but also our spirits are patient. So what is patience? Patience is the capacity, and I'm reading this is straight from when I Googled it. Like, this is the first definition that came up, and I love this definition. As I'm doing my research and stuff, I may find other definitions, but this is a good one to start off with. So it is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. I'm going to say that again. It is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. Woo! And just from that definition alone, I know I got work to do. I know. First of all, we want to, when we're doing our work this week and we're taking ourselves through our spiritual cleanse for patience, we want to really focus on two main areas at the start. You know, as we go through the week, there might be other areas that, you know, are highlighted that we want to focus on too. But two main areas that we want to focus on are the capacity portion. So what is our patient's capacity? Because yes, you can say that you have a capacity. Like for me, I'm not an impatient person, but I wouldn't identify myself as the most patient person. And I know, you know, if you're not impatient, you're patient. But I feel like I fall somewhere in the middle where I have a capacity for patience, but I don't have, you know, the largest capacity for patience. You know what I'm saying? And again, we'll talk about it later this week because there is a fine line between, you know, accepting too much and being patient. But we'll talk about that later this week. And then how do we justify what can be tolerated? Now that is a very big question, and honestly, I don't even know if I have the answer to that. I'm gonna have to like do some deep prayer and ask God to really reveal that one to me, because I'm not even sure if I have the answer for that at all. Like, how do we justify what can be tolerated without getting angry or upset? So those are the two main questions that I want to focus on, that I want us to focus on. So we're gonna highlight on those areas on Wednesday, and then also talk about forgiveness. I want to talk about patience and forgiveness because I think that forgiveness is a good topic, and we won't go into it too much, but I think that it is a good topic to talk about when you're talking about patience too. And then Friday we'll talk about just living a patient life and how to what is the practical application of our spirits being patient, or, you know, making sure that we have rid ourselves from all impatientness and make sure that we are filling it with just patience. So yeah, that is this week. Really excited to go on this journey with you guys again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope everyone has a good day today and a fabulous Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys again on Wednesday. Bye.